Today we're going to talk about verbs some more. So hopefully you have Verb Study 2 open, and we're going to talk about the difference between the be verbs and helping verbs. Most of you did really well last week on this, so we just want to go a little bit further with verbs. We know we have action verbs, we know we have be verbs, but we want to talk a little bit more about these helping verbs. Okay, but we're going to start by, we don't need this, I'm going to take that off of yours. We don't need name, we know who you are. We're going to practice, we're going to remember what the patterns, the sentence patterns are. There are only 4 sentence patterns. Let's make them nice, and let's make them blue for me. I don't care what color you make them. So our sentence patterns. Let's see. Stop the video right now and see if you can remember the 4 sentence patterns. Every sentence, the base of every sentence will have these 4 patterns. Okay, turn off the video, write them down, and then check your answers. You back? All right, let's see how you did. Well, our first one is very simple. It would be noun, verb. I'm just going to copy this so I get the formatting. And then our second pattern is noun, verb, noun. And then our third pattern is noun, verb, noun, noun. And then our fourth pattern, which is the one with the be verbs, is noun, verb, adjective. Okay? So those are all sentences are going to have one of those 4 patterns. So then we talked about the be verb. We said there are 8 of them. Do you remember the man's name that's going to help you? See if you can write his name. Well, I'll write his name, and then you can underneath copy all of those be verbs. So his name is Mr. Amasari was were. Oh, we forgot the be. Amasari be was were. So that would make your be verbs. Stop the video. See if you can write them all. There are 8 of them. You back? Okay, let's try it. Hopefully you did it on your own. Am, is, are, was, were, and then that be in his middle name stands for be, being, let's put some more space here, being, been. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Any of those are be verbs. Now, we said those can be noun, verb, noun, but they can also be noun, verb, adjective. And you guys did a nice job with that last week. Now let's look at helping verbs. These were some, I threw in a couple last week and they confused you a little bit. Helping verbs. These verbs, as it says here, these verbs help action verbs. Some common ones are shall, will, could, would, should, must, can, may, have, had, has, do, did. And then the be verbs can also be helping verbs. The thing with helping verbs is if it seems like there's 2 verbs, like a little verb, a little word that you can't really identify, and then a verb, then you know it's a helping verb. 2 verbs, so blank plus blank. So like walk, if you could have, an example might be, and you should write these examples. How about should walk? Over here we could put may sit. And here, how about did eat? Those are examples. When you see those, what seems like 2 verbs, then you know there's a helping verb and an action verb. And when you write your sentence pattern, it's not going to change. You don't put that it's a helping verb or a be verb. A verb is a verb, but you should be able to identify whether it's an action verb, a be verb, or a helping verb. Practices and then go over them with me to see if you got them correct. And so let's go over the directions. It says mark the following sentences. Remember to follow this order. Find the be verb, mark it in light blue. Now remember, not every sentence is going to have a be verb, but we always try to look for it first. Let's put the be verb or a helping verb. If there's a be verb or a helping verb, let's mark it in light blue. If there's no be verb, find the action verb and mark it in dark blue. So you might have a light blue and a dark blue. Then you're going to go find the noun in front of the verb and mark it with yellow. find any nouns after the verb, mark it in yellow. But if there was a be verb, you might have an adjective after the verb, and we're going to mark that in green. And then remember to underline the adjective and the word it describes. And then we're going to write one of those 4 sentence patterns on the line. Okay? So, light blue is only if there's a be verb or a helping verb. Okay, let's do the first one, and then I'll have you turn it off. Actually, I'll do the first 2 with you. Okay, so Jane ran. That is an easy one, right? We look for a be verb or a helping verb. Nope, there's only 2 words, so we know one's going to be a noun, one's going to be a verb. Our verb is right here. We highlight it, and then we look in front of the verb, and that must be a noun. And we mark that one in yellow. And then that sentence pattern is, very simply, noun verb. Okay, let's look at our second one. Jane should go home. Okay, I see some funny words here. Go is my verb. There's the action, right? But here's this word should in front of it. I'm going to do that in light blue. That's a helping verb. It's not one of the be verbs. It's a helping verb there, right? And I see another verb here, so I'm going to do that one in dark blue. So remember, helping verbs always go with an action verb or another verb. It helps the verb. So there's my verb, should go. There's a helping verb and the action verb together. Go in front of it, and we have Jane again. So we're going to mark her in yellow. And then after the verb, we have home. Home is another noun. It's a person, place, or thing. So there we go. So my pattern is, and I don't think I have a line here, so I'm going to have to come out here. You're going to have to do the same. It's a noun, and then there's a helping verb and a verb, but that's still just going to be a verb. And then a noun. So it's noun, verb, noun. Even though there's a helping verb, it's still the pattern is noun, verb, noun. Okay, I want you to stop the video. I want you to go ahead and try the 8 remaining ones on your own. Okay, see you in a minute. Are you back? Okay, let's see how we did. So, I'm going to start with Sally is nice. Is a be verb. Am, is, are, was, were. So it's a be verb. Okay, it's still a verb. I'm going to go in front. There's Sally. Sally is our noun in front. She's our subject. Okay, going to make her yellow. And then because it's a be verb, I know I might have a noun, but I might have an adjective. So let's look at the word nice. Is nice a person, place, or thing? No. Does nice describe Sally? Yes, Sally's nice. So we're going to make this green because it's an adjective. And I'm going to underline it. And I'm going to underline the word it describes, which would be Sally. Hope you got that one right, because that is a noun, verb, adjective, right? Okay, so next we have Ron should give Jennifer the shoes. All right, let's look for our verb. I see give here. Give is an action verb. Okay, if I go right in front of it, I see the word should. Well, should isn't a noun. Should is a helping verb. It's one of those helpers. It's part of the verb. So we're going to make that light blue. Then we're going to go way in front here. Ron is our noun. Make that yellow. Go after, and I see Jennifer is another person. So she's a noun. And then I see the shoes. Well, I know the is one of those little words that I'm going to leave blank. They're called articles. But shoes are things, so I'm going to say that's a noun as well. So my pattern then is, I see a noun, verb, a noun, and a noun. Did you get that one right? Hope so. Okay, number 4, the coach was angry. Well, I see a be verb in here. There's was. So I'm going to make that color. I'm going to go in front of it, and I see the coach. The coach is our noun, or we could just do the coach, and we'll leave the by itself. Those are those articles, right? Okay, I'll make that yellow because that's our noun. We go after, and we know that after a be verb, it could be either a noun or an adjective. Angry. Is angry a person, a place, or a thing? No, I don't think so. But does angry describe coach? Yes. So that must be an adjective. So make that green, and we want to underline it. And then what does it describe? It describes the coach. So we're going to go back to coach and underline the coach. And that would be a noun. I see a noun, I see a verb, and then I see one of the green adjectives. Good. 5. Joe must give Kelly a present. Okay, let's find our verb. I see my action here, which is to give, so I'm going to make that dark blue. Then I go to find my noun, and I've got two words here. Oh, here's one of those funny words that I can't really explain, must. That is a helping verb, right? So we're going to make that light blue. Must give is my verb. So then I go in front and I find the noun, and it's Joe. Joe is our person, so we're going to make him yellow. And we're going to come behind the verb Kelly. Kelly is a person, so we're going to give her a yellow. But there's still another one. There's a little that's an article, right? And then present, that's another thing, so it's a yellow. And my pattern is going to be N, V, and N. Okay, number 6. The floor is dirty. Okay, so my verb is here, and that is a be verb, is. Mr. Amazari was were, right? We come in front, and floor is the noun. We're going to leave the by itself. That's an article. We come back here, dirty. Is dirty a person, place, or thing? No. Does dirty describe something? Yes, it describes the floor. There we go. And it is noun, verb, adjective. Oops, I forgot to underline. Dirty. Underline describes the floor. Oops, having a little trouble there. Okay. Next, the computer crashed. All right, the action there is crashed, and that is an action verb. So we're just going to mark it with dark blue because it's an action verb. And we go in front, and the computer is the thing, so we'll make it yellow, and that would just be noun verb. Hope you got that one. That was an easy one. Bart typed the paper. Let's see. The action there would be typed, and that's an action. So we're going to make that dark blue. Go in front of it, and our noun is Bart. Bart is our person, right, who the sentence is about. And then we go afterward, we see the, one of those articles, and paper. Paper is a thing, so that is going to be yellow. And that's going to be NVN. Okay, 2 more. The posters are colorful. Okay. All right, I see the verb in here. It's are. What kind of verb is that? That's right. It's a be verb. Okay, so we're going to go in front, and the thing are the posters. Again, we don't need the, just posters. And then we go behind it, and we know if we have a be verb, it can either be a noun or an adjective. Colorful. Is colorful a thing? I don't think so. Does colorful describe something? Yes, it describes the posters. So that's going to be an adjective, and we're going to underline that, and we're going to underline posters because that's what it describes. Yay, and that is an NVA. Very energetic. And our last one, the book was addicting. I see another be verb here. That's was, right? So we're going to go light blue. We're going to go in front of it, and our noun is book. We're going to leave the alone because it's a what? That's right, it's an article. Good, and let's go to the last word, addicting. Could be a noun, could be an adjective. Let's think about what it is. Addicting, is that a thing? I don't think so. Does addicting describe the book? Addicting is when you can't stop doing it. So yes, that describes it. So we're making that green, we're going to underline it, and it describes the book, so we'll underline book. And that would make it what kind of pattern? Hope you got this one right. Noun, verb, adjective. Very nice. You're done. Now, if you're confused or you got a lot of them wrong, I really would like you to call me over so that we could do a little mini study. If you got them right, though, pat yourself on the back. Next week, we'll probably do a little quiz on nouns and verbs. And right now, if there's extra time, I want you to take your bookmark for section 4 and read until we get everyone finished. Okay? All right. Hope you're doing okay on nouns and verbs. Thanks. Bye.